In a cozy little forest, there lived a small bunny named Benny. He was known for his soft, fluffy fur and twitching nose. But Benny had a secret. He was terribly afraid of crossing the river that flowed through the heart of the forest. While other animals hopped and skipped across the stepping stones with ease, Benny would always find an excuse to stay on dry land. One sunny morning, as Benny was nibbling on some fresh clover near the riverbank, he heard a tiny, distressed voice. "Help! Can anyone help me?" Benny's ears perked up, and he cautiously hopped closer to investigate. To his surprise, he found a lost baby duck, separated from its family, and unable to cross the rushing water. The little duck looked up at Benny with big, pleading eyes. "Mr. Bunny, can you help me get back to my family? They're on the other side of the river, and I can't swim across by myself." Benny's heart raced. He wanted to help, but the thought of going near the water made his paws tremble. Just then, Benny's forest friends appeared. Ollie the wise owl, Freddie the clever fox, and Sammy the brave squirrel gathered around, sensing their friend's dilemma. Ollie hooted softly. "Benny, we know you're scared of the river, but this little duck needs your help. Sometimes, being brave means doing something even when you're afraid." Freddie nodded in agreement. "That's right, Benny. And you won't be alone. We're all here to support you." Sammy chimed in. "Yeah, we believe in you, Benny. You can do this." Encouraged by his friend's words, Benny took a deep breath. He looked at the baby duck, then at the river, and back to his friends. With determination in his eyes, he declared, "Okay, I'll try. But how can we get across safely?" The forest friends put their heads together, brainstorming ideas. Suddenly, Benny's eyes lit up. "I've got it! We can build a little bridge." Excited by the plan, the animals scurried about, gathering twigs, leaves, and vines. Working together, they constructed a small but sturdy bridge across the narrowest part of the river. Benny, with his nimble paws, wove the materials tightly, ensuring it was safe for the little duck to cross. As they worked, Benny felt his fear slowly melting away, replaced by a sense of purpose and accomplishment. Finally, the bridge was complete. Benny took a tentative step onto it, his heart pounding, but as he felt the solid structure beneath his paws, a wave of confidence washed over him. He turned to the baby duck and said gently, "Come on, little one. Let's get you back to your family." Hand in hand, or rather, paw in wing, Benny and the baby duck slowly made their way across the bridge. Benny's friends cheered from the riverbank, their encouragement giving him strength with each step. As they reached the other side, they heard excited quacking. The duck family had been searching for their lost little one and were overjoyed to be The mother duck turned to Benny, gratitude shining in her eyes. "Thank you, brave bunny. You've brought our baby back to us." Benny felt a warmth spread through his chest, a feeling of pride and happiness he had never experienced before. As Benny hopped back across the bridge to his waiting friends, he realized something important. Being brave didn't mean never feeling scared. It meant finding the courage to help others, even when you're afraid. His friends gathered around him, patting him on the back and praising his bravery. From that day on, Benny was known as Benny the Brave Bunny. He still felt a little nervous around the river sometimes, but he knew that with friends by his side and kindness in his heart, he could overcome any fear. The story of Benny's bravery spread throughout the forest, inspiring other animals to face their own fears. Young bunnies would gather around to hear Benny recount his adventure, their eyes wide with wonder as he described building the bridge and helping the baby duck. Benny's little bridge became a symbol of courage and friendship in the forest. Animals would often gather there, sharing stories and helping each other cross. And every time Benny hopped across, he remembered the day he learned what true bravery meant. As time passed, Benny found himself helping other animals face their fears too. He would sit with the squirrels who were afraid of heights, encouraging them as they climbed their first tall tree. He comforted the shy deer who were nervous about making new friends, showing them that everyone feels scared sometimes. One day, a group of young forest animals approached Benny. "Can you teach us how to be brave like you?" they asked. Benny smiled warmly and replied, "Being brave isn't about never feeling scared. It's about doing what's right, even when you are afraid. And remember, you're never alone. Your friends are always here to support you. Just like mine were there for me." The forest became a happier place, filled with animals who looked out for each other and faced challenges together. And at the heart of it all was Benny, the once timid bunny, who had discovered the true meaning of courage. As the seasons changed, Benny's little bridge stood strong, a reminder of what can be accomplished when fear is faced with friendship and determination. And every time Benny looked at it, he felt a surge of pride, knowing that he had not only helped a little duck, but had also discovered the hero within himself. The tale of Benny the Brave Bunny became a beloved bedtime story in the forest, passed down from parent to child. It taught young animals that bravery comes in all sizes and that even the smallest among them could make a big difference. And so, in the heart of the forest, by the flowing river, Benny continued to live and grow, always ready to lend a helping paw and a word of encouragement to those in need. For he had learned that true bravery isn't about being fearless, but about finding the strength to help others, even when you're scared. And that, dear friends, is the greatest courage of all.